Hey everybody, today we are going to review pages 227 to 229 in our Grammar and Composition 4 text. So please turn to 227. The first page was all of the teaching, all the rules. We'll set that aside because we'll need them. Second page is a few more, and then we did 1 through 3. So let's look at the instructions again. In the blank before each number, identify the part of speech of the italicized word and write N for noun, pro for pronoun, or an ADJ for adjective. All right. Well, the italicized word is world. From world history, we can learn many valuable lessons. So it asks the question, which history? World history. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Well, foolish is the subject here, so that must be a noun. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Number 6. Our neighbor has not prepared his fields for planting. The italicized word is his. Which fields? Who owns the fields? It's his. Whose fields? His. That's adjective. Most people living in Quebec speak primarily French. Most people. How many people? Most. That's adjective as well. Many of George Herbert's poems present Christian truths in a striking way. Whose poems? George Herbert's. That's adjective as well. Part of this lecture will be devoted to a discussion of Hebrew poetry. Which lecture? This lecture. So that's adjective as well. This is the day. Okay. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It's the subject of the sentence. This is, and day is the predicate nominative. Okay. So this is in our list of pronouns. So it is a pronoun. What shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Well, what? So it's, let's see. Man shall give what? So, and what would be a pronoun? It would be a pronoun there. My brother's family recently purchased a Franklin stove. What kind of stove? It's a Franklin stove. That's an adjective. My research paper, like his, was on the Scottish poet Robert Burns. Well, paper, and then his is the a positive phrase. So his would be renaming paper. That means that it's a noun or a pronoun, right? It's in our list of pronouns, so we're going to call that pronoun. I tried both doors. Which doors? Both doors. A famous Reformation hymn. What kind of hymn? Reformation hymn. Chesterton's essays are often both humorous and instructive. Whose essays? Chesterton's essays. And then the good is sometimes the enemy of the best. Well, good is the subject of this sentence. That makes it a noun. It's not on our list of pronouns either. That's why it's not a pronoun. Okay? So the entire lesson here, we figured it out by first checking, does it answer the questions of an adjective? Adjective answers the question, which one, what kind, how many, how much, and whose. If those questions are answered, it's an adjective. If not, and it's used as a noun like a subject or verb, or subject or predicate nominative, direct object, and direct object. If it's one of those and it's in our list of pronouns, we call it a pronoun. And if it's not in our list of pronouns, we call it a noun. Let's move on to diagramming. Actually, this isn't diagramming, is it? Recognizing adjectives. So we're supposed to underline all the words that function as adjectives except articles and draw arrows to the words that they modify. Okay? So the woods, that's an article, so we're not going to underline it. are lovely, dark, and deep, describing woods, but I have promises to keep. I wonder if it wants us to underline preposition, or I'm sorry, infinitives that function as adjectives. Let's see. This is 228. Yep, it does. So this is an infinitive functioning as an adjective. So we do want to underline that. The English words, what kind of words? English words. Fish and glass are similar this is a predicate adjective. Let's see how they're treating similar. Yeah, like that. And then to the, what kind of words? German words.
Oh, hey.
Well, hi.
You're up and going.
Yeah, I'm making a video. Okay, number 4. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, number... they underlined fish and glass, I guess, but they didn't put any arrows there. I suppose it's because it's answering the question, which one? Number 4, perhaps the most popular, so popular place to visit place in Arizona is the world famous Grand Canyon. Mr. White's explanation, whose explanation? Made the problem clear and simple. Visiting ambassador will remain at his downtown hotel, his hotel, until it is time to meet what time to meet? The Secretary of State, that's all. Into each life, some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary. We found no errors in Victor's calculations. I missed no errors. How many errors? None, no errors. For any step of his experiment. Our brisk walk through the Minnesota woods was invigorating, describes the walk. Got to go all the way back to walk. Five honors graduates spoke to the crowd. Which crowd? The ones attending the graduation ceremony. So attending and then graduation ceremony. Some families living in cold, which one? The families that are living in the cold Arctic regions. Cold and Arctic both describe regions. Still use powerful dogs, Eskimo dogs. And then for transportation is not, it's describing how they're being used. It's not where, when, it's not which one, what kind, how many, how much, and whose. Okay, and then these dogs, strong and tenacious, describe the dogs as well, can easily Withstand. That's a pronoun. I mean, so that's an adverb describing can withstand cold. Okay. That's it. Now circle the proper adjectives. Underline all other words that function as adjectives except articles. Okay. The proper adjectives would be French painter, South Sea, and then every other word that functions as an adjective. Okay, so which part? The last part of his life. Okay. Next, often young people, excited and willing. So young, excited, willing, make best volunteers. There's not any proper nouns on that one. The president's committee will meet with governor. Let's see, that's not an adjective at all. Now, is governor? Nope. But Texas is Texas oil reserves. All right. The fleeting days of our youth, there's our as well, are the choicest time to begin as well. Okay. American is proper, British is proper. And then the same thing. Dingoes are, that's a subject, so that's neither, are the only wild dogs living on the Australian continent. And then living, because which dogs? The ones that are living on the Australian continent. Well-trained hunting dog is always obedient. Obedient describes the dog as well. To the commands of his master. It's his master. And then how beautiful. So this is a Bible verse, so you have to flip it around sometimes. Feet are beautiful. That's predicate, not adjective. Which feet? The feet of them. Well, they didn't underline that for some reason, but I don't know why. Let's see. The feet, it would be like saying their feet. I'm gonna underline that. The feet of them are beautiful. And then that preach the word, blah, 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 blah. And bring glad tidings of good things. There we go. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. So you get that taken care of. Upload, get your, take your photos, upload it, and there's just going to be one more of these reviews and we're done for the year. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye.